What's up, retail traders and investors? Rico here. Welcome back to Chibind Brothers. Well, just like you can see it on my screen, I've got MARA pulled up. So I'm going to be giving you an update on MARA, Riot, and any other stock, some of those big plays that we always talk about. And I'll give you those updates. And yes, this is going to be daily update. Every single day I'm going to be making these short videos, just kind of give you the rundown, the aftermath, what's going on, what happened that day, and what's going to happen potentially the next day or the next few days. Kind of just reading what the chart is telling us, going through the data and everything else. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about the overall stock market, so just stick with me. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you get videos just like this one every single time we post them. So here it is. Not gonna take much time. Let's talk this. So now, like I was talking about, my last video that I made, told you guys we hit this resistance right here in MARA. We bumped like the week before, and then last week we kind of pulled back a little bit. And I was telling you that if Bitcoin goes back up, because these stocks, again, remember, they depend on how Bitcoin is doing, basically how Bitcoin is performing. And this week, just like you can see it, first day, literally Monday, bam. Since Sunday night, basically, we were already in the 50,000 on Bitcoin, and you can see MARA came back and bounced back literally on this resistance level. And you know what? I'm going to show you something here real quick, because here's the chart for Bitcoin. Right there, remember my lines, and just like in my last update, and I told you guys, as long as we're still right here, as long as Bitcoin is still below this level, we basically going to see MARA also, like you can see it bouncing back exactly right there. You know what I mean? So now, this is what we've been looking at. You can see this is a really like an uptrend, and even on my stochastic down here, like RSI, we're really going up. It's like we're pushing, and it looks like, we resisted. And this is the second week, because this was last week, and this is a weekly chart. And I'm actually going to show you guys the daily chart also, how it's looking like. This is the daily chart. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freaking days that we have been bouncing back. When you see something like this, there's usually two possibilities that could potentially happen. One of them is we're gonna keep pushing until at some point you will see Bitcoin literally go above this level, and we start this new trend in this new space. Remember, I drew this and I told you guys I'm just gonna leave it open because it's a potential new trend. Just like we've had this, that's what we have this one right now, and we've had this one for quite a little bit. So same thing over here. You see MARA, this is the weekly chart, and I'm gonna do us justice and pull up the daily chart. Here we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, we are in this trend right now. You see, bam, and then bam, and then this is what I have open as where we might end up if we actually cross above. Not only cross above $50,000 on Bitcoin, but if we keep and hold the line and keep going up, basically we turn that $50,000 in Bitcoin over here into a support level, because right now it's still a resistance. And once we turn that into a support level, well, I can literally tell you that MARA is going to be playing in these levels. And then for whatever's going to happen after that is what the plays are going to be. So really pay attention. Just like I was telling you, it's a possibility within the 1, 2 or 3 weeks that we're going to see Bitcoin literally crushing it, going above this. There is a possibility, but you also have to remember, you kind of remind yourself about this. There is always a possibility that when you get rejected so many times, a certain level or a certain resistance level, you might pull back. You see, just like when we right here, we pulled back before we went back up. So there's always a possibility that it would happen. Look, this is the market, just like in the stock market or in the crypto. You got fear, you got some people trying to take profit. There's always all different things that could happen. And just like I was saying, I was going to talk about a little bit about what's happening in the stock market, which we're going to get to it just soon. I also want to show you what Riot is looking like. Here we go. This is Riot. I actually need to make these ones even longer so we can see exactly what's going on. But again, just so you can see the glimpse of what's been going on. Resistance, pullback, resistance, pullback. Here we're going back up again. So you can literally see that we are making a trend that's going on right now, and there is a possibility that if and only if Bitcoin crushes it and turn that 50,000 resistance into a support, well, Riot is going to crush it, and so is MARA is gonna crush it too. So we're gonna be seeing bigger numbers. If you bought the low, kudos to you. You're probably making literally pretty good profit right now. If you were high before, you're getting back to literally getting your money back. And if you did, like I've been talking about for quite a while, average down, then you're probably feeling good right now. So here's another thing that I wanted to show you. You'll see right here, as we're going up, this is looking like we're making, this was a lower low, and then another lower low, and then a lower low, sorry, a lower high, and another lower high, and then higher high, higher high, and it looks like we might make another high. So this really is showing like it's a bullish trend. You know, it's one way to look at it. It's not the only way, but it is one way to look at it. When you look at it, we basically go into a bullish trend, and we might actually end up up there. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is I wanted to show you this. The NASDAQ literally hit all-time high. If you look at the stock market right here, I'm just going to pull up this. You see that? It literally all-time high, and we're going. And if I pull up, this is the S&P 500. Literally all-time high. So we're going. But you need to remember that the higher we go, you can look back to the damn history here, even though we're making lower highs. But at some point, there is always going to be a pullback. And one of the reasons I'm saying is there could be some type of catalyst, which is why I like to show you guys both ways. I show you like the bullish part, what I see, some data and things that we can look at in the market to see how everything is going. But in the meantime, I also want to tell you that there are so many things that we're dealing with right now. You know, inflation, we haven't fixed our problem. You can tell that the Federal Reserve is kind of still struggling, even though they can't really show it, but they're kind of still struggling. We were thinking that this third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, we're going to be seeing some pretty good signs. We haven't really been seeing some pretty good signs, and we still have the chip shortage in a lot of different things, supply chain and all that stuff that's going on. Those are things that we've been dealing with, and they could turn into really bad catalysts if whatever we used to predict earlier, and we were thinking things would start to change during this third quarter, and it doesn't seem like things are really changing for the best as we would have hoped. So again, these are big catalysts that are coming up. Another thing is Afghanistan. We don't really know what's going to happen. We can't trust the Taliban. And I know things get weird. I don't really want to get into politics. I'm just saying like things like this really, really does affect the market. So we don't know. This is literally, it's politics plain. And we all know that you cannot really trust politics. I'm just saying. Anyway, so those are other really bad, like catalysts that we have to deal with. So to kind of wrap up and tell you about all of this is the fact that when you see the market reaching these all-time highs, even if it keeps going, there is a possibility of a pullback. Yes, we did pull back here, which when we make another lower high, we might keep going again, and then at some point we might get a pullback. So you might want to pay attention every single time when we get to these levels, there's always a possibility of pullback. And it doesn't always mean it's going to be these type of smaller pullbacks. It might be a big one. I'm not saying a market crash, but a simple correction, it could have happened. But as of right now, it looks like we had a little breather right here. So we still got some room to go. Just like you can see here on the stochastic, looks like we got some room to keep going. So keep an eye on those ones. Just like I said, I'm going to keep making these videos daily to kind of show you where Bitcoin is at, just like you can see it, and tell you where MARA is going. Where's MARA? I'm going to pull it up right now, and basically Riot and all our good plays that we're going to be talking about. Another thing that I'm going to ask you is, if you like the way I'm making these videos and you would like to see some other updates on either some of our bigger plays or the plays that are going on, the hot plays that trying to make money on, just hit me up in the comment below. Let us know what exactly you'd like to see in the next video or like to see me cover in this next update. And I'll be more than willing or more than pretty much welcome to do it, as long as it's something that makes sense. Not a pump. We're not doing pumps over here. All right. So we're good. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to sign up if you would like to trade with Webull. There's a link in the description below. Click on it. Sign up. Deposit at least $5. You get free stocks. Literally free stocks, free money, up to like $1,200, I believe. So as for me, I will see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Again, you're gonna see me in another video. Bye-bye.